There's nothing more annoying to me on this planet that when people fucking idolize Reptar or Rugrats as a whole and say it's their fucking childhood. Like, remember when we had fucking Reptar bars or like Reptar cereal? Like, oh, it's just cereal, but it's got Reptar on the box. We got Reptar bar. It's like shitty chocolate, but with icing in it. Like, and you're buying that just because I have a picture of fucking Reptar on them. I don't get it. Listen, I like Reptar solely because he looks like Godzilla, and he's like a really good pick for the Rugrats character in Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, because he's the only character from Rugrats that wouldn't be fucking retarded, other than maybe like Stu Pickles. We could have like a toy move set. Oh wait, Loud House already has that. Okay, yep, never mind. Yep, Reptar. But like outside of that, like, why do so many people like Rugrats? I gotta say, if Rugrats was your childhood, it's because you didn't have a childhood. Because when you were watching Rugrats, you had three options. You had Ren Stimpy, you had Doug, and you had Rugrats. And that was it. And that was all you could watch until you got a couple of years older. And then, oh hey, actual feasible shows like Rocco's Modern Life, or All Real Monsters, or Hey Arnold. Stuff you would watch without your brain fucking fizzing. And listen, out of the three shows, Ren Stimpy is amazing. Before anyone gets pissed, that show is amazing. It's like it's the best '90s show from Nick. But Rugrats and Doug, you only watched because you had nothing else to watch. Because Nicktoons could play on 100% 24/7. That was all you were allowed to watch. When I was a kid, you know what else I could watch? I could watch Fairly Odd Parents. I could watch SpongeBob. I could watch Jimmy Neutron. I could watch any of the other good '90s shows, that wasn't fucking Rugrats. Even the Wild Thornberry. Fuck it, the Wild Thornberries. At least that was educational. Nigel Thornberry is like the scariest motherfucker on the planet. I love it. So, because I had options to anything that wasn't Rugrats, whenever Rugrats came on, I'm like, why is this on? How about I watch something that isn't fucking anal cancer? Like, can we put on, like, My Life as a Teenage Robot? I think I'd even rather preferred watching Fanboy and Chum Chum over Rug Fats. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Like, Rugrats is the most overrated show because people are like, oh, it's so '90s. I love its nostalgia. I love Reptar. Listen, I liked Fairly Odd Parents as a kid. Okay? I liked that as a kid. You don't see me as a 20-year-old man going, I love the Crimson Chin. He's my favorite. Or like, I love Ultra Lord. He's so cool. Like, I don't do that because I'm a normal functioning human being. And then people go on and be like, Rugrats was one of the greatest Nickelodeon shows. It was not one of the greatest Nickelodeon shows. If you feel nostalgia for it, that's because you're repressing memories of everything else. I don't know how to fucking describe it. Rugrats is one of the gayest shows on Nickelodeon, and I'm sick and tired of people pretending it was a classic. People idolize the show more than Ren Stimpy. Actually, I don't know if that's true, but at least then there's a case because it's something you can watch and as an adult and not immediately want to blow your brains out because it's actually well written. Okay, let me describe what Rugrats is to those who have never watched. Basically, you follow the children and it is absolute AIDS. Then it goes to the adults who are actually okay. It's okay for a bit, and then it goes back to the children, and it's bad again. That's Rugrats. That is Rugrats. The fact that this was the original SpongeBob, remember how popular it was because it was the show that, like, because you couldn't watch Ren and Stimpy with your parents because your parents would be like, you can't watch this. There's a literal episode about cowboys talking about the glories of hanging themselves. You can't watch the show, man. You're watching Rugrats. It's still better than Doug somehow. And that was because of that. That was the SpongeBob. But then SpongeBob came out. It was as funny as Ren and Stimpy, but not as satanic and demonic. Not satanic, demonic. It wasn't as, like, crazy and inappropriate, is what I'm saying. And then Rugrats died.